the sexiest man you have ever dated, the most loving man you've ever seen, the most romantic man you have ever been around with is a feminine man. Yes, yes. Okay, now let me break it down because I know on this channel we have had some conversations about the feminine men, and the idea we had about the feminine men are these men that they are weak. In fact, we cannot describe toxic nature of a man as being feminine because feminine is the best thing, the best energy anyone can ignite and use the power of femininity to change anything and make it loving, caring, exceptional. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to have a better idea of who a masculine and a feminine man is, because any masculine man that is not in touch with his feminine side is going to do you dirty. How do I know? Because the masculine is so egocentric. What drives the masculinity most times is ego, money, and sex. If you ever wished or dreamed to be with a man who is loving, caring, romantic, you have to find a man who is easily in touch with his feminine side. I had a conversation with some guys and they keep saying, Ify, I don't want to be a simp. Like, what do you mean? Because sometimes what men actually tag as weakness is actually what is strength to women. And I think it's like that in the men's world. When a man is vulnerable and tell you things, discuss issues with you, and want to know your opinion, and tell you his weaknesses sometimes, even accept that he is tired, that man is connected to his feminine self. But when a man is always, I can do it by myself, I'm a man, I can handle it, it is pride, it is ego, and you are not going to get the bond and the connection that you need in a relationship. You are cutting yourself half-baked, like the relationship is not fully expressed or it's not fully bloomed to the point of you feeling that I know even without him saying it. A man who is in touch with his feminine side is a man who understands what it is, or who has invested 100% of his personality to heal a relationship. Believe me, most men that says that marriage is hard, marriage is bondage, it's hard to deal with women are this, are men who hasn't invested 100% of themselves into their relationship, who always feel that because I'm a man, I have to do this. Now we need to talk about the traits of these beautiful feminine men, because femininity is not toxic. Femininity in men shouldn't be overlooked. It's a topic no one has ever talked about because we believe every man should be masculine. But if you actually live with a man who is 100% masculine or even 85% masculine, it's going to weigh you off. I don't think you're going to cope because it's going to stick away every energy you have. The best part of every relationship is balance. To find a man who recognizes his place as a masculine man and a man who recognizes his place as a feminine man who can get in touch with his femininity. Because when you want to solve problem, you get in contact with your femininity. When you want to be romantic and admire, you get in touch with your feminine self, whether you are a man or a woman. There are energies, there are nature. A feminine and a masculine woman or a man is expected to exhibit. So if you have been in a relationship where it has been so hard for you to express yourself, you can't even be yourself. You can't even say anything to yourself. Listen, see, I have friends who told me that they cannot even express or exploit sexual styles in their relationship. And I was like, why? They said because if they do, their husband will be like, where did you learn that from? Who taught you? If you are with a feminine man, you've already had conversations about these things, laugh about it, and then you find yourself open to be yourself because you know that you are accepted, because you know you are safe, because there are some kind of trust you can relate with that allows you to be yourself. So when we talk about the feminine men, we don't always necessarily mean that they are toxic men. We should separate toxic men from feminine men, because It is your femininity that brings you into creativity, into admiration, into romanticizing. It is with the depths of who you are, because you are coming from the heart, you're coming from the soul. But when you are in touch with your masculine self, is always here on the head. The ego that would always drive things, move things, use things, dump things, and you know what I'm saying. But a feminine wants to bring you close, to nurture you, to pamper you. And we have all those traits, whether you're a man or a woman. So when your husband is loving you, caring for you, listening for you, providing for you, he is actually connected to his feminine side. So you need a feminine man. See, listen, the idea about the masculine man is so beautiful because the blend of everything is gold. Everybody needs it. Even me as a woman, I know predominantly I have my feminine traits, but I also need to use my masculine traits. Some people call it the dark feminine energy. Some people call it the masculine energy, or however you want to call it. It simply means that there is sometimes to ignite the tough, hard, strong part of you as a woman, to walk away from a relationship that is consuming you, to say no when you've been saying yes, to say I don't want to do it when you feel like it's not right for you. You stop compromising, you stop dilly-dallying, you stop, you know what I'm saying? Because you need to ignite that part. That part is the scary part, because some of us want to always feel loved, want to be loved, everyone love me, I want to be loved. But when you ignite this part of you, when you put out this part of you out, you are the one who is in your masculine energy, trust me, and it's okay. As a woman, you need it, because when you entangle yourself in wrong relationship, wrong people, you need to ignite that part of you. Yes. Then as a man, for you to create a comfort zone, build trust on your woman and make her feel safe and make her feel seen, you have to ignite with the feminine side. It is the feminine that admires. It is the feminine that nurtures. It is the feminine that listens and cares and then pays attention. That's what the feminine aspect of you or a man does. So it's not always about ha 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 when it comes to a man. Masculine, masculine, masculine. No. Sometimes you tone down. So if you're looking for a man to date, or if you're actually in a relationship dating, pay attention. Make sure that you are not involved with a man who is 100%, 80% into his masculinity, because it's going to do you dirty. It's going to hurt you so much, because he's in touch with his, I'm a man. He doesn't want to break down sometimes to tell you that I'm tired. But it's human to be tired. It's okay to be tired. It's okay for him to cry. It takes a masculine man to cry and apologize to you when he hurts you. His ego wounds if he's always in touch with his masculine side. Do you understand? Have you ever met a feminine man? I mean, a feminine loving man? Or have you ever met the opposite, the toxic man? Get into the comment section and tell me exactly what you have experienced with this man. And trust me, I'm going to put a heart on it and I'm going to respond to your chat. Thank you, and see you on my next video. Thank you.